Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir.
Hey guys, and welcome.
Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Lex, this Yari. You know what today is? Whole brand new video. Today, tell them what we're doing.
Today we're going to show you guys our tips and tricks on how we do our eyebrows, our contour, and our highlights. So stay tuned.
Alright guys, now that I have you all zoomed in super close to the face so you can see these brows, these beautiful brows, I'm going to show you guys step by step on what I use, how I tame them, how I take care of them, and how good they're going to come out. Alright, so first I'm just going to go in with a spoolie just to brush them out and pretty much just put them in place where I want them and where my shape looks good and everything. They're a little bushy right now. I did just run through them a little bit with my tweezers, but I'm trying not to take much off. Only because my girl that does them has a great shape at the moment. So yeah. Then I'm going to go in with Anastasia's chocolate dip brow pomade. Then I'm going to go in with a super thin eyebrow brush. I used the Benefit. It came in like a little packet and I fell in love with it, but I can't find another brush that's similar to it. So I'm just going to go in with this brush. But whatever brush, I probably recommend something like super thin to be able to get in all the cracks and crevices. So I'm going to go in with the Benefit brush. And then I'm just going to take like a little bit. I'm going to take like that much on my back of my hand. And then I already have my brows brushed up. And the reason I brush them up is because I want to get under, I start underneath first. So then I pretty much just focus the product right now underneath here. Underneath my brow. And then I draw like a line. And then bring it out. So it pretty much just starts off with a harsh underline. Now, I know you can probably leave your brows like this and then just brush this up. It would look cute, but that's not me. I like a defined brow. So, I'm going to then go on top. And like you know me, I like an arch brow. We're going to arch this puppy and then we're just going to bring it down. Connect them. Fill it in. Now right now they're going to look a hot mess, but that's alright because we're going to go in with concealer in a minute. And I don't really bring in any product to the middle of my brow, to the front of my brow. I pretty much just spoolie everything that I made from the bottom up there. And then I just make sure that they're all filled in. They all look good. And then boom, bam, pow. Goes from this to this. Now this looks rough right now, but we're going to clean it up right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Brush all my hairs up. Okay, so right now they're like super sloppy and like not how I usually wear them. But then I'm going to go in with the Morphe M402 brush. And then I'm going to take in the Boi-ing concealer. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to put it on the tip of the brush. And then I like this brush only because it's like very precise and thin. So like that's the best part about this brush. It's not so, like see, it's very nice and thin. I love that. So it's going to be able to get in the cracks and the crevices. So I'm going to just go in And I'm gonna thin them out a little bit because I did go a little overhand. But that's because they real thick right now. And then I like the cola to be nice and sharp. Okay? Sharp. Alright, then I'm going to go on the top. And I kind of just follow like my natural brow art. But I'm going to start cleaning up what I didn't like now. Stupid hairs. Always getting in my way. And I'm just going to go in under the bottom again. Thin them out a little bit. And you can tell that I like this cola nice and sharp, okay? So I'll seriously sit here and I will go over it 20, 30 times till it's exactly how I want it. And like right now, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. We're gonna go in on this brow. Because now it went from this to this. And we like this. So we gotta keep it that way. About. So then I'm just going to go in with just a little bit, literally just a little bit product on the brush. And then I'm just going to go over here. Make sure that cola is nice and precise. And then I'll take my finger. And then I'll do the same thing like right here. I accidentally wiped a little bit. So then I'll go in with that brush. And then I know I wiped my cola off a little bit on this side. So I'll go in with my finger on that side as well. And then I know sometimes the product looks like it's all the way down here. So then I'll just take a little bit of my finger. Well, the concealer that's there. And then I'll just go ahead and clean that up. And then another thing I like to do too is once I have it all done like this, then I'll go ahead and just brush everything through here to make sure it's all evenly processed. And then all evenly processed. To make sure it's all evenly blended. And then I go in with the 24-hour brow setter. This is a lifesaver. I love it. So I stand my hairs up in the front. But then I swipe everything to make sure it's all laid. I had an edge. And then I brush all the hairs together in one place. So I stand in the front. So pretty much we want it to look like that. Oh, we're running low. Stand them up. Brush through. And then if I know I don't like something, I'll go in and still clean it up because I still can. And then I'll make sure that my colas are nice and sharp. But I'll stand the hairs up. And then I'll brush everything through. There. And then just make it look nice and even. And that is it. Thank you, God, for these amazing brows. Love that for us. So now we're on to Yari.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how to do my eyebrows. Mine are a little bit more different than Lex. I like mine a little bit more thicker and fuller. And a little bit of fading, but not too much. So I'm going to start off by spooling up my eyebrows. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. And then as you could see, I have not gotten my eyebrows done. I've just been cleaning them up as much as I can. I don't want to move them because I feel like I've just found my perfect brow shape. And let me tell you, that is a process. So this is like the perfect time to start growing your eyebrows out if you need to. Alright. Okay, so now I am going to take my Anastasia Dip Brow, which is this one, and I'm going to use it in the dark brown shade. Yes, dark brown. Alright, now I am going to take a little bit of this brow pomade, and I am going to take it on my hand and melt it. I like to take it on the back of my hand and melt the product, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I feel like it helps a lot when you do that. I feel like it just melts it perfectly, and then you could start on your eyebrows. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and start. I like to start by creating that line on the bottom as well. So you'll see me do that, and then you'll see me drag it to my tail. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And to the front. And then I'm going to start filling it in from the top to the tail, and then I won't fill in this part until the end. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I like my ends to be a little bit more dark than what I do from the front. So I put more product on the back than I do on the front. Alright, and then you'll see like there's a little bit of product left right here. I'm going to take whatever is left from this brush, wipe it a little bit, and then I'm going to start on the front of my brow. And then just kind of fill that in. Alright, and then I'm going to take my spoolie again, and I am just going to fluff it up. Kind of disperse the product a little bit with the brush, and then kind of disperse it a little bit more. And then that is the first brow. And then do the same thing with this eyebrow that I did over here. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit of foundation. I don't like to outline my brows with concealer. I feel like it just makes it look super like white up here, and I don't really like that. Alright, I am going to take the Morphe M124 brush. It's more of a flat top. Again, I love more of a flat top brush because it gets super precise. You'll see like it's round and not that flat one, which I kind of like a little bit more because I can really get into these brows. Alright, I'm going to take it from, I'm going to take the foundation from the middle of my brows. So I'll take it from right here, and then I'll start dispersing. Alright, same thing with the other eye. I'm going to start taking the product from the middle and then disperse the product into the under my eyes, under my eyebrows, I mean. Okay. And then I'll kind of take it and I'll drag what I have left on my eyelids. And then same thing, drag what I have left and drag it on my eyelids. And then I like to take what I have here, move it up. Perfect. And then kind of clean it up. Perfect. And then this is where I'll start with the top of my brow. But before I do that, I'll take this and kind of start melting the product down from my eyelid so it doesn't get dried out. Take that. And then I'm going to start with the top of my eyebrows. Alright, so I'll take more product on my brush. And then same thing, start with my forehead and then kind of disperse the product into the top of my eyebrows. And then I'll start again, turn the brush around, start from the forehead and disperse the products. Also guys, my hands look crazy. I self-tanned last night and I'm kind of digging it. Alright, so now that is all done. And then I'll start by blending what I have here with my beauty blender again. And then I'll take my eyebrow brush. Lift everything up again, make sure everything is good. Alright you guys, well that is all I do to my eyebrows. These are the famous logs that Lex says. Like I said, I like them a little bit more fuller than others and I like them a little bit more thicker. But this is how I do my brows. I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation off camera and then Lex will show you how she contours and highlights, and I'll be back with her. Alright guys, I'm back. Yari just showed you how she did her logs and how she laid them things. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now how I contour and highlight from nose to cheeks to chin. I already went ahead and did my full face, which includes like my foundation, my baking, my lips, my lashes, and everything. So now I'm just going to go ahead and follow through with just my contouring and highlighting. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Rose Gold brush. Doesn't have a number, it's an old one, but I love this. Really precise. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Carmel Cutie. And I love this stuff a lot. So when I'm contouring, I literally, if I'm looking down, it's because I have a mirror here. Heads up. So I'm literally just going to go in circular motions. So I go ahead and do that with my bronzer. When I do my bronzer on my forehead, I kind of like to stick it close up here and then bring it like a little bit down, not too much, because obviously I don't want to look like I have a whole shade right here. Duh. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, guys, and so I went ahead and did my cheeks and my forehead and then my double chin as well. So when I contour, I kind of contour up because I like it to look like I have a free facelift. Now I'm going to do my nose. So I have quite a big nose, so I like it to look nice and teeny tiny. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a handheld mirror, and then I'm going to take a nice brush. Literally, I'm going to take this type of brush, and then I'm going to put product on that brush.
tap the excess off. And then I'm going to start up here, and I want to bring it in a little bit. And then when I'm contouring my nose, I kind of want to bring it, keep it at the top like this. And then I move in like slow shimmy motions. And then swerve it around the tip. Bring it down. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. Alright guys, then I'm going to take the Morphe beauty sponge, and I like the one that has like the slanted ends only because it gets really good on my nose contour and on my cuts my cheeks great. So I'm going to take the Dermablend translucent powder. As always, I always use this stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and dip it in there. And then once I'm done spraying, I'm not going to wait for it to dry because I do like to put my highlight on a wet base. I just feel like it just grabs it and it just pops it out more. So that's what I'll go ahead and do. So I'm going to go ahead and spray. And then like I said, I'm not going to let it dry much. And then I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs highlight, the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow. And then I'll just start on my face. Alright guys, and that's how I contour and highlight. So now let's go see how Yari contours and highlights her face and how she gets it done.
Alright guys, so I am back. I actually popped some lashes on. I only use a couple of style of lashes because I usually have eyelash extensions. But since right now I can't get eyelash extensions, I'm using the Kiss brand in the style sultry_A. No, but it comes in this packet and that's what I have on right now. So I popped those on. I put my base on, so I have my foundation on. Now I am going to show you guys how I do my contour. I do cream contour, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do that as well. So I am going to start by putting on my cream contour. So I am going to take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. So it looks like this. I use this to cream contour. I know there's contour sticks and everything out there. I just don't really like the sticks. I feel like it kind of leaves the line of the stick on your cheekbone. And again, I don't recommend that. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I actually use the shade Deep Dark, number 50. Again, wipe the excess off. If you put so much product on here, guys, you are going to look muddy. Okay. So now you're going to take your doe foot, you're going to do your duck lip, and you'll put it right there. You'll see I won't put so much, I just put a little bit. And then you'll want to do the same thing on the other side. Dip your doe foot, wipe it off a little bit, and then you'll want to put this on here too. Okay, and then that's all I put. And then you're going to take, I like to take this spoolie brush. It is from Morphe. It's the M436 brush. It's a little spoolie brush. Looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and take this brush and I'm going to start to disperse the product. I like to start from the top to the bottom and then up my temple. Now watch. then whatever product I have left over here on the brush, I like to bring it on the double chin. Can't forget to show some love to the double chin. Now if it starts to look a little harsh, of course you can take your beauty blender and you can go ahead and pounce that. I kind of like to use the clean side, and then you just want to do that. Kind of melt it in a little bit more. Same thing with the other side. And then I like to take whatever I have left over from the concealer here, go over that with your concealer under your eyes, clean it up a little bit. Right. Now I'm going to do my powder off camera, and then I'll be back to show you my bronzing and my highlighting with powders when I'm done. Okay, you guys, so I am back from powdering my face. Now I'm going to show you guys how I bronze my face up with powders. I'm going to take the Sonia Kashuk contour brush. It looks like this. It's part of the Rose Gold collection. You could get it at Target. Thank you. I am going to use the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronze. Yeah, in the shade Bronze. So it looks like this. I'm running out, so we need the new one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stipple this on the brush. Perfect. And then you're going to tap off the excess. And then you're going to take it and you're going to start bronzing. To take the Morphe times Jeffree Star collaboration in the brush JS6. It's a little bit more precise again, so I can go ahead and contour my nose. So I'm going to take again the same Physicians Formula bronzer. Get some product in there. Tap off the excess. And then I like to kind of breathe in and then go with whatever I have going on there. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take the Milani blush in this shade Luminoso. Dab that in here a little bit. Smile. Apples on my cheeks. And then I put a little bit of blush on my forehead. I like to bring it to my nose as well. Perfect. Alright guys, so now that we did our bronzer, our contour, and our blush already, I'm going to go ahead and take my Dermablend translucent powder and the wedge. I'm going to take a little bit of powder and I am going to go ahead and chisel out these cheeks. So I'll let that kind of bake a little bit for like a minute or two. And then while that bakes, we'll be back. Alright, so now that that is all off, you want to make sure that all your powders are good. Want to make sure that you are satisfied with your look. And now okay guys, so now I'm going to set my face with the mattifying spray from Morphe. If you guys are oily, you guys will love this spray. So now that I sprayed that on my face, I am going to take my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ladybird. You guys, I can't, every time I see this, oh, it's to die for. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Sonia Kashuk brush again. It doesn't have a number, but this is how it looks. I'm sure this is one of their face brushes. I just don't know. So now my cheekbones are nice and highlighted. They're nice and contoured. Now I'm going to take a brush to highlight my nose. Alright guys, so this is how I contour and highlight.
Alright, y'all. I hope y'all like how we show you how we do them looks, the contour, the highlight, the whole shebang shabam.
Alright guys, so don't forget to like,
Piojos, comment,
share,
and subscribe.
We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Deuces.
Y se suelta cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí, que muñeca. Le gusta salir y seducir.